You'd leave a list there by the door, milk and bread and nothing more. Call your mama, fix that light, and don't stay out too late tonight. Little notes in your own way, telling me what words don't say. Every line, every don't forget, felt like love I hadn't met.
You'd add things to mine sometimes. Take a break, you work too hard. Don't forget I love you still, hidden between the small remarks.
We never said too much out loud, but we wrote it clear somehow.
In the middle of every day, we found a quiet way.
It was never just a chore.
It was something so much more.
In the lines we left behind,
I see your name on my list today. And every little thing I say, every line I write feels like you're still right here. And don't forget to take it slow, to things I never used to know. I keep living life your way, like you're still on my list today.
there's a list still on the fridge, but your hand don't write it now. Still I swear I see your words, even though I don't know how.
Check the mail and feed the dog, same old things we wrote before. But there's one line at the end I don't remember adding in.
If you see me in those lines, then I'm still there in your time. Every word you read out loud keeps me somewhere hanging around.
You don't need to hear my voice, you just read and you have no choice to remember what we knew in the things we used to do.
I see your name on my list today.
Even though you slipped away, every word I try to write feels like you. From stay strong to don't you cry, to things I never said goodbye. Keep living life your way, like you're still on my list today.
That last line,
I finally see.
take care for both you and me. Now your name's still on my list, in every breath, in every wish.
Every day I carry on for two,
And I'll keep writing what we were,
in every line, in every word, till the day I fade away. You'll be on my list always.
still got you on my list.
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 You say we met in early spring, cherry blossoms, everything. I remember cold July, storm rolling through that sky. You say I smiled first that day, I swear you looked my way. Funny how the same old scene ain't the same to you and me.
You say we never talked much then, but I recall your every word. You were gentle, soft, and sure, like a love I'd always heard.
You say we drifted over time, like it just slipped through the lines, but I remember holding on long after you were gone.
Are we wrong or just apart?
Is it mind or is it heart?
How can truth feel this unclear?
It's not the way I remember us, not the way it felt to touch. Every moment, every spot lives in different parts. If love's just what we choose to see, then which one of us is me, and which one is the truth we lost in the way you remember me?
You say I held you every night, never once let go, but I recall a distant man who didn't let it show.
I try to see it through your eyes, but it don't feel right, like you're telling me a life I never really lived.
Maybe I just changed the end to something I could stand. Maybe I rewrote the pain so it wouldn't break again.
Maybe love don't fade away.
Maybe we just reshape
every piece we couldn't keep into something we can breathe. It's not the way you remember us, not the way it really was, but I needed it that way to survive the day. If love's just what we choose to hold, then I chose a truth untold and built a world that didn't break from the way you left me. So you changed it
just to heal.
I changed it
so it felt real.
One of us remembers truth, one of us remembers love.
Now I see the way you do, a softer light, a different truth, where I was better than I am inside your hands.
If that's the only way you stay, if that's the price we have to pay, then maybe love ain't what was real, but what we choose to feel.
I remember you kind.
I wish I was. You said I'll always be right here by that curve past Wilson Pier, where the road bends just enough to make you slow for love.
We carved our names into that sign, said this spot is yours and mine. Never thought those words we said would stay like they did.
You promised you would never leave that little stretch of dirt and trees where we first said this is us, like forever was enough.
I laughed and said don't say it twice, like time would always play it nice. We never thought that one small place would hold you in that way.
We said we'd never drift apart,
never knew how true that part would come to be.
You said you'd never leave that place. Now I see it in your face, in the silence, in the air. You're still there. You said you'd never walk away. Now you're frozen in that day, and no matter where I go, you don't. I still drive there late at night, lights cut through that same line, and I swear I see your shade standing right there in that place.
They say I should let it go. That was years ago, you know. But they never heard you say I'll be here always.
'Cause I never left, I kept my word, even if it goes unheard. Every night you pass me by, I'm still right here in your side. You just can't reach where I stand, but I still reach for your hand. And I whisper through the wind,
I'm still here.
I said I'd never leave that place. Now I'm time you can't erase, in the echoes of your breath after death. I said I'd never walk away. Now I'm stuck inside that day, and no matter where you roam, I'm home.
That night you never made it through.
I stayed just like I promised you,
You said you'd never leave that place.
and now forever where's your face?
In the road, in every line, you're still mine.
But I'm the one who drives away from the life we couldn't save, and the truth I can't erase.
You never left, I told you. I told you. I told you.
I told you never made it through.
I told you.
There's a neon flicker in a nowhere town, screen door slamming as the sun goes down. Got a half full glass and a heart half broke, till you walked in slow like a line from a song.
Dust on your boots, fire in your eyes, like a wild southern storm in disguise. I said, girl, what brings you here tonight? You said, maybe you, if the mood feels right.
I was chasing ghosts down an old back road, trying to outrun dreams I outgrew long ago. But your voice cut through like a steel guitar cry,
And something in me just came alive. You leaned in close, didn't say too much, but your silence had a reckless touch. And I knew right then, like a match to flame, this night ain't ever gonna be the same.
Ain't no map for where this goes,
Just a feeling in our bones.
so baby, that's enough tonight. We got that whiskey moon burning slow, two hearts dancing where the wild winds blow. No past, no rules, just a don't let go kind of love we can't refuse. Let the night roll on, let the speakers cry, let the steel guitar testify. If this is wrong, we don't need to know. All I want is this whiskey moon and you.
Your laugh hit me like a midnight train.
Your touch ran through me like summer rain,
Every second felt like stolen gold.
like a story begging to be told.
We were spinning slow on a wooden floor,
Like we'd done this dance a life before.
and every turn just pulled us deeper in, like a sweet, sweet kind.
We got that whiskey moon burning slow, two hearts dancing where the wild winds blow. No past, no rules, just a don't let go kind of love we can't refuse. Let the night roll on, let the speakers cry, let the steel guitar testify. If this is wrong, if the morning steals you away,
then I'll still feel you in every yesterday.
some loves fade, some burn right through,
but this one's written in a sky so blue.
We got that whiskey moon burning bright, hearts on fire in the dead of night. No turning back, no wrong or right, just you and me out here. Let the world fade out of you. All I need is the sound of you. If forever's just one night or two, I'll take this whiskey moon. There's a road I still remember, cut through fields we used to wander. Gravel sings beneath the wheels, like a song I still can feel.
There's a house at the end of it, white paint, porch a little bent, and in my mind you're waiting there, like you never went nowhere.
I can see that screen door swing, hear the way your laughter rings through the halls of yesterday, where we thought we'd always stay.
You said no matter where we roam, we can always come back home. And I held on to that line, like forever was a sign.
Every road just leads me back
to the place we used to have,
somewhere time can't take away. Meet me back home one more time, where your hand still fits in mine, where the world ain't moved ahead and love ain't left us yet. Meet me back home in that light,
where we're still doing alright. If there's somewhere hearts don't roam, meet me back home.
I drove out there just last week, but it wasn't how it used to be. Windows gone, the porch fell through, like the life we never knew.
Neighbors said it's been years since anybody lived out here, but I swear I felt you close in the silence of those roads.
Maybe home ain't made of wood, or walls that stood the way they should.
Maybe it's the way we were, every laugh, every word.
Maybe it don't exist no more, not like it did before, but somewhere deep inside of me, it's still you. Meet me back home in our minds, where we left it all behind, where the years don't take their toll on heart and soul. Meet me back where we still stay, frozen in a yesterday. If there's somewhere love still roams, it's back home.
That house burned down in '93.
So did everything we used to be.
Meet me back home one more time, not in wood but in our minds,
When nothing ever fell apart,
inside the heart. Meet me where it's still the same, where love don't fade to flame. If there's one place we still belong, it's gone.
meet me back home.
Meet me back home.
Meet me back home.
Meet me back home.
someday, down some road some other way. I hope you're still the girl I know, with that fire in your soul. I'm leaving this right here for you, in case we don't make it through, so you remember who we were before the world got in our words.
If you hear this down the line, in another place and time, I hope you're still the man I chose, not the one that I don't know. I'm writing this so you can see the love you gave, the love in me, in case we drift too far apart to recognize each other's hearts.
We think we'll always stay the same,
but time don't play that kind of game.
still we leave these words behind.
If you hear this someday, tell me we're still okay. Tell me love didn't fade away into time. If you hear this someday, do we still feel this way?
Or did we slowly change,
Leave us behind. I found your letter in a drawer from a year or two before. Said don't you ever let me go, but I don't feel that anymore. I read it twice, then read again, trying to find where it all went, and wonder if you'd even know the man I've come to be.
I played your voice from way back when, saying we'll never end, but it sounded like a stranger's tone coming through that old microphone.
And it hit me somewhere deep that love ain't always meant to keep what we promised long ago. Don't always get to grow. If you hear this someday,
We were once that way, before we let it slip away, piece by piece. If you hear this someday, we didn't mean to change, but somewhere in between, we lost we.
I'm hearing this right now,
and I don't feel the same somehow.
we became the ones we were.
Now I hear this someday, and I can't honestly say that we're still the same, or even close.
Now I hear this someday, and it slowly fades away, like a love we couldn't save. Even though
If you hear this someday, there's a jukebox playing our old song, same old place where we belong. Wood floor creaks, neon lights glow. Funny how some things never go.
I pulled up late like I used to do, and there you were in that dress of blue, spinning slow like time stood still. Girl, you always had that thrill.
You still walking like nothing's changed, like love don't break, like time ain't strange. I take your hand, it feels so real, even if I know the deal.
You never ask where I've been, never question where I've been. You just smile like way back then, like this night won't ever end.
Feels like we never said goodbye.
Feels like we never had to cry.
Like nothing ever slipped away. We're dancing like the world's alright, holding on a little too tight. Underneath these pale bar lights, just you and I. Let the music take control, like it did before we broke. If this ain't real, don't let me know. Just let me hold you close. Folks all stare, but I don't mind.
They just see what they can find.
Bartender said I came alone,
but you've never been on your own.
we're dancing like the world's alright, holding on to ghosts tonight. In between the wrong and right, you still feel true. Let the past just fade away. I don't care what people say. If loving you's a price to pay, I'll pay it through. You were crying in that hospital room.
No, don't say that never made it past that June.
But love like ours don't disappear.
You just meet me here every year.
So we're dancing in borrowed time, crossing every unseen line. You're not gone, you're still all mine. In this midnight tune, if this dream's the only way, I get one more chance to stay. Then I live my life this way, just to dance with you. Don't leave,
I never do.
Every night around midnight, I close my eyes, you come alive. Same old dress, same soft glow, like a place I used to know.
You say my name like it's real, like this ain't just how I feel. And for a moment I believe you're more than just a dream.
I see you standing in that light, every single night the same. You look at me like we belong, like we've always been this way.
I don't know where you come from or where you go when I wake up, but every time I drift away, you're the one I run to. Are you real or just in my mind?
Why do you feel so hard to find?
Like I lose you every time I wait.
We only meet when we dream, in a world in between, where it feels like forever's real, but it fades when I breathe. We only touch in the night, then you're gone with the light. If love's all we're ever gonna be, we're only real when we dream. I tried staying up all night just to see if you'd arrive, but without sleep you never came, like you're tied to that place.
Got me wondering what is true, if I ever really knew you, or if my heart just made a way to not feel so alone.
I tried fighting off the sleep,
but the silence cut too deep. Without you there, I felt the void. like something was destroyed.
So I let the darkness take
every wall I tried to make,
just to find you waiting there like you always do.
we only meet
When we dream
in a place we can't keep, where it feels like love don't break, but it disappears with day. Only live in that space where there's no time to chase, but the moment morning calls, we lose it all.
There's no trace of you anywhere.
No name, no past, no proof you're there.
Maybe I'm just dreaming you,
And you're dreaming me too. We only meet when we dream, but we've never really been in the same world, same life, same reality. We only love in the dark, in a place without a heart, and the truth we never see is you're not here with me. See you tonight. If we fall asleep,
I was born in a small town goldsmith's fire, shaped by hands with a simple desire to hold a love that wouldn't fade in a perfect circle they carefully made.
then one day he picked me up with nervous hands and a racing heart. Said this one's hers, it feels just right. That's where I first saw love ignite.
I remember the tremble when he slipped me on, her laughing eyes at the break of dawn. Church bells rang and the whole town cried. I caught the tears that they couldn't hide.
Through summer days and winter fights, through whispered dreams on quiet nights, I held their promise thick and thin, right there on her fragile skin.
I don't speak, I don't choose, but I feel every win and lose.
I never left, I never changed, through every joy, through every pain, still right here where love was made. On her hand I stay.
You might think love slipped away,
Or time just wore it down someday, but I can tell you that ain't true. She never stopped loving you.
then came nights that felt too long, silence louder than any roam. Words got sharp, hearts pulled apart, but she still wore me close to her heart.
He walked out that old screen door, said I can't do this anymore. But even then she held me tight, like I could bring him back that night. I never left, I never changed, through every loss, through every rain, still right here where love remains. On her hand I stay.
You might think she let you go,
Or found a way to move on slow,
but every night I heard her say,
I wish he'd come back someday.
but time don't heal the way they say. That night he never drove away.
The phone call came, the highway line, and suddenly love froze in time.
She never took me off her hand,
'Cause she still wears the life they planned.
I never left.
I never moved through all the years she's living let you go, but I still shine in quiet light when she whispers you goodnight. Love don't end the way we fear. Sometimes it just stays here. On her hand I remain, not a loss, not a chain, just a circle of love that outlive the pain.
Hey, it's me, I know it's late. Heard your voice but missed the call again. I was driving down Route 5, didn't see it till I stopped for gas.
Anyway, I just wanted to say I still think about you most days. Guess I'll try you back real soon if I ever catch you. I saw you call last night. Funny how we miss it every time. I was working overtime, phone was buried in my coat.
I don't know why I still try, but I can't just let this die. So I leave my words right here, hoping someday you'll hear.
Always just a second late,
Always just missing fate,
like we're stuck in different lines.
so I leave it after the tone, saying things I can't when you're gone. Every word I should have said plays instead. We keep talking on machines, living somewhere in between, almost close but not quite home.
So I leave it after the tone. I heard you moved across this town. Funny, I've been right around. Same streets, same old lights, different turns at different times.
I drove past your old place, almost stopped then drove away. Guess I didn't trust the sign,
Or maybe just bad time. I walked into your favorite bar, heard your voice but not too far. Turned around, you were gone, like we just keep moving on.
it's like we're ghosts in daylight, always passing out of sight. But at night your voice is clear,
Right here in my ear.
so I leave it after the tone, like I'm not so alone, like one day you'll pick up the line at the right time. We keep living out of sync, closer than we ever think. Still we end up on our own,
Leaving words after the tone. What if I just showed up?
what if I just stay,
Would we finally line
or
up?
just slip away? So we leave it after the tone, two lives on the same road, same town, same sky above, missing love. We were never far apart,
Just out of reach, just out of heart. And all we ever really know was leaving words after the tone. Hey, it's me again.
I just missed you. down my days and years, mark them down through blood and tears, chasing things I couldn't hold, trying to outrun getting old.
Then you slid into that seat, barefoot dancing to the beat, and suddenly the road felt right, just riding with you by my side.
I used to measure love in time, how long it lasts, how long it shines. But you showed me something new. It ain't the clock, it's what we do.
Every turn and every line, every road we leave behind, feels like pages in a song we've been writing along.
We don't need no finish line,
just your hand here in mine.
let the wheels keep rolling on. I ain't counting years no more, just the miles we've driven for. Every laugh, every view, counting miles with you. From the back roads to the blue, endless skies we're passing through. If forever's what we choose, I'll count the miles with you. There's a dent in that old truck from the night we ran out of luck. Rain poured down, we just laughed, said ain't nothing we ain't got.
And I swear in that moment there, with your fingers through my hair, I knew I'd trade it all away, just for one more driving day.
There'll be roads we don't expect, twists and turns we can't correct, but if you're right here with me, that's the only map I need.
And when time starts slowing down and the wheels stop spinning round, we'll look back and smile it through every mile I had with you.
I ain't counting years no more, just the miles we've driving for. Every tear, every truth, counting miles with you. From the sunrise to the dusk, through the faith and through the trust, every road we made it through, I was counting miles with you.
When the road runs out someday
and we finally find our place,
we'll know love was never time,
it was every mile. I ain't counting years no more, just the life we're driving for. Every dream that came true, counting miles with you. And when everything is through, if I get one more ride or two, I take every road brand new, just to drive again with you. Counting miles
for me,
counting miles with you. "17 at a Friday game, you were dancing in the rain. I was nervous, out of place, till you smiled my way. We were close to something real, felt like more than we could feel. But I left that town too soon, chasing dreams in June.
saw you at a wedding home, didn't think you'd come at all. You were standing by the bar, like you always are. We both laughed like nothing changed, but everything was rearranged. You said, girl, you look the same, but I took another name. Every time I let you go, every time I thought I'd know,
Life had other plans in mind.
every time. Every time it's you I find at the wrong place, wrong time, like a song I almost knew. Every time it's you. Every road I wander down, every face and every crowd leads me right back to the truth. Every time it's you.
Heard you moved out west somewhere, cut your hair, changed your hair. I was working night to day, trying to keep regrets away.
But a picture caught my eye in a friend's old Polaroid. There you were, that same old spark, still lighting up the dark.
I saw you driving through this town, didn't think you'd turn around, but you slowed down just enough, like you felt that pull of us.
We stood there with so much said in the silence overhead, but the timing slipped again, like it always did back then. Every time it's you I see, right where you don't need to be, like a dream I can't hold through. Every time it's you.
Every chance we almost take, every move we never made,
falls apart like morning dew. Every time it's you. If we met without the past,
would we finally make it last?
or is this just what we do?
Keep on missing me and you. Every time it's you again, but we're different people then.
With a life we can't undo, still it's you.
Every lifetime, every place, I'd still know your heart and face,
even if we never choose. Every time it's you. Every time it's you.
It's 2 a.m., I type your name, delete it, start again. Got 100 things to say, but I don't know where to begin.
I miss you feels too strong. I'm okay feels like a lie. So I sit here in between, watching words just pass me by.
I wrote you once, then twice, then more, saved them in my drawer. Every line I couldn't send still knocks against my door.
I still care, sounds way too real. I moved on, don't feel right, so I keep them locked away like secrets in the night.
Maybe if I just press send,
fear don't let it through.
we never hit send, never crossed that line. Kept it all inside these hearts of mine. Every word we never let go is the love we'll never know. We never hit send, never took that chance. Let it slip through our own hands. Now we're just two stories that could have been, all because we never hit send. saw your picture yesterday. You were smiling far away. Someone else was by your side, and I had nothing left to say.
Scroll back through those empty drafts, every word I couldn't pass. And I wonder if you knew I was still holding on to you.
He asked me if I'd ever loved. I just smiled and shrugged. Didn't know how to explain a story that never was.
I still read those lines sometimes, like a ghost between the lines. And I swear I feel you there, in a love we didn't share.
We never hit send, never spoke the truth. Now there's nothing left to lose. Every word we couldn't say just slowly fades away. We never hit send, now it's all too late. Watching life just separate two hearts that never learned to bend, all because we never hit send.
Everything.
I almost wore your ring.
We were closer than we knew,
but never followed through. We never hit send, now we'll never know how far this love could go. Every dream we didn't chase just vanished without a trace. We never hit send, now it's written clear in every silent tear. Some loves don't break, don't bend, they just never begin.
I still never me do.
There you are in the other lane, flash of light in the pouring rain. For a second I can see your face, then you're gone without a trace.
Hands tied on this wheel I hold, chasing something I can't control. Every mile just takes me further from the place I should have turned.
I saw you in that silver line, crossing through at the wrong time. Same old eyes, same looking back, like we both know what we lack.
I almost turned, I almost tried, but the road pulled me aside, and the moment slipped away, like it always does this way.
Just a second,
just a glance,
just another missed chance.
We were closer than we knew.
We're just headlights passing by in the middle of the night, so close we almost touch, but never quite. Every time we come around, we're on opposite sides of town, chasing love we left behind, headlights passing by. I took the long way back again, thinking maybe this would end, but every road just loops me through, right back into you.
And every time I see that glow, I swear I'm gonna slow, but by the time I make that choice, you're already gone.
I changed my route,
I changed my time,
try to read the warning signs,
but fate don't care how hard you try, it just lets you drive on by. And in that blur of light and dark, like a song I can't outplay.
No matter how I change, we're just headlights passing by, burning through the same old night. So close we feel the heat, then lose the light. Every turn we think is right leads us back into goodbye. We're two hearts out of time, and headlights passing by. What if I just turn around?
What if I just slowed it down?
We both did, but not at the same time.
We're just headlights passing by,
Two wrong turns in the same life,
so close we almost made it right,
but didn't. Every mile, every try still just leaves us wondering why we keep missing every sign, in headlights passing by.
in headlights passing by.
Clock struck 6, the sky turned gold. You said something I still hold, then the whole world just went still.
Like it stopped against its will. People froze mid-step, mid-word, like silence was the loudest sound I'd heard. And in that breath between goodbye, you looked at me like time could lie.
It was the day the town stopped time,
Just to let your heart meet mine.
one last second stretched so wide.
We could live inside.
No tomorrow, no rewind.
Just your hand locked into mine.
If forever's just one frame, I'd stay the same.
Maybe time don't really break. Maybe love's the only thing it can't take.
You said maybe tomorrow night we'll take that drive past county line, leave it all and just be free, like we always said we'd be.
I just smiled, said sounds alright. Didn't think about time or light. We had all the days to spare, or so it felt back there.
I said maybe tomorrow soon we'll finally chase that moon, find a place where we don't hide from the things we keep inside.
You said, yeah, we'll get it right, just not today, but soon in time. And I believed every word, like it was already ours. Always one more day away, always one more thing to say, like we had forever in our hands.
Maybe tomorrow we'll finally try, say all the words we've kept inside. Take that chance, cross that line, leave it all behind. Maybe tomorrow we'll make it real, show each other how we feel. But tomorrow never seems to stay, it just back, it's alright, like we always did in time.
Pushing everything ahead to a day we never met.
I had plans I never told,
Dreams I never got to hold. Every maybe turned to dust, every soon just lost in us. And I wonder if we knew what we'd lose by not breaking through all the chances we delayed for a tomorrow that never came.
maybe tomorrow we would have been everything we could have lived. All the love we never showed, all the roads we didn't go. Maybe tomorrow we'd understand what we lost in our own hands. But tomorrow never made a way, it just fades away. Said you were gone without a warning.
I was waiting for tomorrow.
Now there's no tomorrow left to find.
No more time to change our minds.
All the words we never said,
Stay instead.
we kept living like we had forever. Now we got nothing left together, all because we chose to wait
For a day that came too late.
maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow.
Maybe tomorrow.
You leave the coffee on my side, just the way I liked it, right? Never said a word too much, but I felt it in your touch.
You'd fix my collar, laugh and say, don't work too hard today. Little things you always did spoke louder than it is.
You wait up when I ran late, leave the porch light on and stay. Never said the words out loud, but I heard them in your sound.
You take my hand without a word, like a promise never heard. And every silence that we kept held the love we never said.
We never needed words to show,
We thought we'd always know.
somehow love would just remain. We never said it out loud, never let it cross our mouths, but it lived in every little thing we do. We never said I love you, thought we didn't have to. Now I give the world just to say it to you. There's your jacket on that chair, like you're still around somewhere. And I swear I hear your voice in every quiet noise.
Now the house feels way too still, like it lost its will. And all the things I left unsaid echo in my head.
If I knew that time would fade, all the chances we delayed, I would have said it every day in 100 different ways.
But we thought we had it all, time enough to let it fall.
Now the silence feels so loud, where we never said it out loud. We never said it out loud, now it's all I think about. Every word I never let you hear, we never said I love you.
saying it now, to a world that can't bring you back to me. I never said I love you. Now it's all I ever do, in every memory.
I passed you on a crowded street, didn't know what we could be. Just another face in line, in another place and time. You were laughing with your friends, I was just passing through again. There's something about the way you smile.
Stayed with me a little while. I saw you at that county fair, summer wind in your hair. You were looking somewhere else, like you didn't need nobody else. We stood close but never spoke, two hearts missing their only hope. And I felt it in my chest, like a love that never left.
Maybe it was just bad time,
maybe just the wrong line,
but it felt like more than chance. We almost were, love so real, almost more than what we feel. Just one step, one word away from forever and a day. We almost touched, almost knew, almost me and almost you, but almost never gets that far. We almost were what we are.
Heard your name from someone else, said you finally found yourself. Got a house on Maple Drive, with a life that looks just right. I just nodded, played it cool, like it didn't bend the truth. But inside I felt that ache of a road we didn't take.
I saw you in a photograph someone posted from the past. You were standing by the shore, looking like you wanted more.
And I wondered for a while if you ever felt that smile that we shared but never claimed, like a fire without a flame.
We almost were, love so true, almost everything we knew. Just one turn, one different night, we could have got it right. We almost held what we need, almost turned to destiny, but almost fades into the dark, like a shadow on the heart.
If I saw you now,
would it change somehow?
or would we just pass again,
like we always did back then?
we almost were a love that stayed, almost found a better way, almost everything we dreamed, in between the in-betweens.
We almost had a life to live, almost all we had to give, but almost is the hardest part. It's the closest to the heart. We almost were,
We almost were.
we almost were.
There's a bend down by the river road where we carved our names in oak. Summer air and a Chevrolet, radio soft, you lean my way.
I can still see your cotton dress caught in that July sunset. Time was slow as a lullaby, back when love didn't ask us why.
I remember that river song, how it carried our hearts along. Barefoot dreams in the muddy shore, thinking we'd never need much more.
You held my hand like it was gold, like forever could be told. In the quiet between each breath, we believed in nothing less.
We were young, we were free,
like the wind through those trees.
didn't know what time would take away.
Down where the river still remembers every kiss and every tender word we whispered in the dark, still echoes through my heart. Though the years have come and gone and the road kept rolling on, there's a place that time won't sever, where the river still remembers. Life moved on like it always does, different towns, different loves, but no matter how far I roam, that river always calls me home.
I've seen lights in bigger towns, heard applause, watched it drown, but nothing sounds as sweet to me as your voice in that memory.
I stayed here where the willow grows, watched the seasons come and go. Every year when summer came, I'd walk back to that place again.
Sometimes I'd swear I heard your laugh in the wind that gently passed, like a promise we once made never truly fades away.
Down where the river still remembers every touch and every ember of a love we left behind, still runs through space and time. Though we changed and drifted wide, there's a truth we can't deny. Somewhere deep and soft forever, the river's still remembers.
If I met you there today,
would we find the words to say,
or just smile like we once knew?
love was always me and you?
Maybe time don't really end what it lets the heart defend.
Down where the river still remembers, we're still young and still together in a world that slipped away but never truly changed. If I close my eyes tonight, I can see you in that light, and I know it will forever be the river that remembers, where the river still remembers
You and I.
Sunday comes like it always does, same old road, same house I love. You open up, don't say much, but I still feel that familiar touch.
There's a plate set down for me, like nothing changed like it used to be. We sit across that wooden line between your world and mine.
I still cook the way you like, though you're not mine most nights. Coffee warm, the window light falls just right on Sunday time.
We talk about the weather, work, little things that almost hurt, and every word we leave unsaid sits heavier than bread.
We say we're doing fine,
we draw that careful line, but something here still won't let go.
At the same table every Sunday, we pretend we're okay, like love just fades away, but it don't.
Yeah, the same chair, same old view, different lives, but me and you still don't know what we're supposed to do.
At the same table every Sunday, there's a picture on the wall from a time before the fall. You caught me staring at that frame, but I just looked away again.
Got your laugh stuck in my head, even now in different beds. And every time I stand to leave, it's harder than it seems.
I still keep your jacket here, though it's been over a year. And I tell myself just let it go, but I never really do.
When you walk back out that door, I stand there like before, waiting just a second more, like you might turn around.
At the same table every Sunday, we keep drifting this way, saying we're okay, but we're not.
Yeah, the same hearts, different lives, still can't say our goodbyes. So we live between the lines that we crossed.
At the same table every Sunday, why don't we just try again?
Because we know how it ends,
But it never really died, and we're still sitting here
tonight.
at the same table every Sunday. We keep loving this way, even though we both say we're through.
Yeah, the same soul, same old flame, just without a name. And no matter what we claim, it's true.
We're
Still us in everything we do. At the same table. See you next week.
yeah, same day,
See you next week.
yeah, same time.